アウターワールドやりまーす。アンリアルエンジン。これクイックレジームないの？続行。うん。これ何すればいいんだっけ？銃弾薬、エネルギーセル。ナンパ船。なんだお前。あ、痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い。調子に乗るな。これ犬か？本当に犬か？よく考えてくれ。犬ではないだろう。うん。
Systems. Look out!
あれ、これ入れないパティーンでは。いで。
Resetting threat level.
続行だ。
I always wanted to poke around. Incoming!
incoming。アサルトライフル。
Here we go! Look at us!
'Security patrol initiated.
待てお前。滅びろ。みんなピストル持ってるわ。自販機。ハッキングスキルが20以上になると、アイテムを自販機に売ることができるようになりまーっちゅう。防具。防具バトル。
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing. This one.
オフィスのドアを解除。ジャキーン。
Here we go! Everyone all right?
うん。
that's on account of how I never met her. I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. Well, I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers. You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass. I think there's something higher and greater than us. But I don't feel it when I'm in the mission. Three switches. That'll be easy enough.
封鎖中。ああ。グキグキ大事な歯茎だよ。グキグキ、これ何すればいいの？3つの電力分岐スイッチを入れてください。ブー。なんか知らんけど開いた。
Don't mess with us. more.
あと2つ。
What'll happen? Incoming!
わあ。うわー死ね
Investigating.
ーうわーくたばれふう。
Go away, Phantom! You're not real. You're not real.
Mind the theme. You're liable to get scalded.
Support.
Get ready!
うわー
By unit.
調子に乗るなふう。スイッチ
If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the bill?
My next meeting.
わああ、間違えた。武器壊れちゃった。いや、武器壊れたって出たな。外せないのこれ。グキグキ大事な歯茎だよ。グキこの武器壊れるのいる？ドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥン ああ。ドーン、ドロロロン、ツッツッドゥーン、ドゥルルルン。上か。ドンドルロロン、ドルロロン、ドルロロン、ドンドン、ドルロロン、ドルロロン、ドルロロン。
That's the last. I'm not sure what the ride is. Alls I know is the decision's final.
Ah, どこ行けばいいの？ああ。出発。こんち首。
Once we do this, there's no going back. Excuse me, ma'am. Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
あなたの意見を聞かせてもらってもいいかしら。
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Well, that sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
"どちらにしようかな」ラリロリル。 仲間の能力。特殊技能。歩行速度アップでいいか。ああ、歩行速度でいいか。ラララララララー0120。アート引っ越しセンターへ。ああ。夜になっとるやんけ。野良犬。
One of us want to go see what happened?
I don't know how much longer we'll last without power.
What happened? Sprat fell into a transformer again?
作業台。これ。修理ができる。 修理がしたい。部品がいるらしい。ああ。トイレ行ってこよう。よいしょ。よっこらせ。直してないじゃん。ヘパイストス。防具管理。防具タイプ、軽い。ルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルル甘いメロディー。
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you
めっ
do
ちゃ
it?
罵られてる。
You killed my garden, destroyed my community, sentenced my flock to a lifetime of slavery in Edgewater for a power regulator. Well, shit, I wish it was personal. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management. You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients. I have got a means to cure the plague, and I will not share that cure until Reed leaves town. Those are my terms. My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
I think you did the rightest thing you could, sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for, even if they ain't care much for me. In the bar? When I asked if you were a drinker? Sorry. I know, it's none of my business. It's not like I think it a failing, mind. It's just I live right across the road. Most nights I watch folks out my window. When they come in here, they might be happy or sad. Mostly they're tired. When they leave, they're mad at themselves. Or they stumble into the alley and I listen to their hearts breaking. Well, I'm one of them that can't. So I don't make a habit of drinking.
Look at that. The snake's come back.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi, hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no. I'm just along with this lady here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town. Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off the ground, ain't we? Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. to everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged. I wish I knew. I wager the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the third's gone, I can't say. Would you? I'd be grateful. I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again. I mentioned those manuals on mechanical engineering. Suppose if I had one of those, I could go back to Reed and make a real case for myself. What's on your mind? Luck, mostly. Nothing's needed serious repairing yet. Nothing's broken down that we can't just replace with something scavenged from the outskirts. Well, not until the power went and cut out. Now everyone's giving me sidelong looks, expecting me to work some miracle and get the generator humming again. Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious. We all left the cannery for
会話がだ
one
りい
reason
な。
or another. Me? I was let go, mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... we could really use... oh, this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
Marauders can't see us in the dark. Wild canids, on the other hand. The matter's been weighing on me. I'm staying put until I know what's become of Zoe. Don't want that question haunting me all the way back to the cannery.
うん。何すればいいんだ？うん。ああ。
to spoil at this rate.
I know, I'm trying to think.
Any luck finding one of those manuals?
なんかめんどくせえな。追い出すのが一番簡単そう。うん。ボキ。プラズマカッター。は。
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts? Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes. But I have done my best for this town. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home. I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic. You are disparaging our parent company, and it is not appreciated. We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat Saltuna here, and only Saltuna. I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanists couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of them and shut down the greenhouse. You will excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil? Adelaide has been using dead bodies in her fertilizer? That's... Come to think of it, that's a stroke of brilliance. What a remarkably efficient solution. recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its date of expiration. I was wondering about those missing bodies in Silas's cemetery. So Adelaide wants me gone. Trade my life for the life of the town. You understand what she's doing. If I leave town, I'm as good as dead. If I stay, Edgewater will die of attrition. Adelaide has discovered some secret cure for the plague, and she is holding my town ransom. No, I don't expect you to do any such thing. Edgewater is my own responsibility, and you have done quite enough for me already. If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me. I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been
この人かわいそうじゃん。
I do. Adelaide's found a cure for the plague, and she knows how to tend to crop. She's what this town needs. A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them. No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement. I don't know. I could see myself lasting a week.
かわいそう。どこだよ。わかりづらい。なんだお前。びっくりした。虫かと思ってキモって思ったら。草か。 くさー。ほら、追い払ってやったぜ。
Look at that. The snake's come back. I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward. You telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
正しい種類の標的を攻撃すると、その標的は自動的に衰弱します。はあ。よくわかんない。うわぁ、なんで、死んだー。
One of us want to go see what happened?
文句アップ。
What happened?
I need some time to gather my personals.
Got it? Inside voices.
肩。
We made it.
どこ行けばいいのこれ。エッジワーラー。ひとまずエッジワーラーに戻りますか。ブー。というわけでね、今回はここまでにしときます。それじゃあ、お疲れ様でした。さよなら。